Welcome, my friends of the interwebs. I am just hanging out here with Joe Boo, who is sparking one up at the moment, which, you know, hey, it's a free world. I'm a libertarian. Oh, hey, listen, don't call him Barack. He don't like that. His name is Joe Boo. People call him Barack, and it pisses him off. Trust me, you don't want him pissed off. So, having said all that, what am I up to? Hey, listen, guys, I've had a lot of great requests for videos. Because I have asked, what do you guys want me to do? And, a lot of you have thrown some ideas at me. So, I've come up with some. You can let me know what you think. And that's what I care, but you can let me know what you think. I'm going to make a series of videos. I don't know how many, but you know me, how I like to do my series. I'm going to do a series of videos, and it's going to basically be how to. Basically a how to be a YouTuber. What to expect, what to try to do, what to try to avoid. Based on my experience of being, around since the Stone Age of YouTube. So yeah, if you have thought about, maybe you're lurking, maybe you've thought about making a video, you've not done it yet, maybe you don't even have a YouTube channel name yet, you're that new, because I've been there. I absolutely have been there. This first video will be for you, and I'm going to cover a lot of topics. I don't know how many videos this is going to be. But I will promise you this, for those of you who've been asking me for an update on the television show that I was involved with, that will be coming when I get to that stage. And I promise you, you will have some of your questions answered, probably not all. But at least you'll know what's what, or what's going on. Anyway, so let's do 101. We'll do YouTube and 101. For those people who are lurking right now and don't really have a channel, or maybe, thinking about getting a channel. Listen, I can remember like yesterday. In fact, one of the reasons I broke Joe Boo out was because I had lurked for about a year. And when I say lurked, I guess what I meant was that I watched videos, so I didn't post any videos. I wasn't making any videos. In fact, I don't even think I owned a video camera for the first year I was on YouTube. And yeah, in my first channel that I created to do commenting and rating was called RL Hunter 1. It is still in existence. In fact, I'm going to tell you the story real quick, and I've been meaning to tell it a million times. Justin Bieber. My connection with Justin Bieber and pop culture history. It's just a swear to God, and this is verifiable, and I'll show you how to verify it in a minute. I started a channel called RL Hunter 1 solely for the purpose of commenting and rating. It wasn't for making videos. It was just back then, and I don't know what it's like now, but back then you had to have an actual channel that, so you could actually comment and give people the 5 stars. Back then it was like 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, and 5 star. 5, of course, being the best, 1 star being the worst. That's how the rating system used to work, which I kind of liked, to be honest with you. So anyway, just real quick before I get too much into this. I get this message from this guy, this kid. He was a kid named Justin Bieber. His YouTube channel name, and it's on my channel, but his YouTube channel name is was Kid Raoul or Kid Rule or something like that. I can't hardly remember anymore. It's been a long time since I've seen it. But it's his official. It's Justin Bieber's official YouTube channel. And so anyway, this kid sends me this message, and he says, hey, I just friended you, blah, 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 blah. Will you please watch my videos, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, and I friended him back, because, back then that's what you did. And yeah, for the longest time, all the way up until this last, or I think the YouTube changed before this last one. All the way up until that point, if you went to Justin Bieber's YouTube channel, his 7th friend of all time was RL Hunter 1. I swear to God. Now that's no longer verifiable because they've changed it. But what is verifiable is Justin Bieber has left messages on my RL Hunter 1 YouTube channel in the comments section. So anyway, so I checked the kid out. He was just a kid, he was talented, singing and dancing and whatnot. And he was kind of a pest. I mean, well, I shouldn't listen. That's not the right way. He was very motivated. Very, very motivated. And him and his mother both. His mother used to send me messages all the time. Please watch my son's stuff. It was like they were tag teaming me, And they would do little projects and stuff, and they wanted some support. And listen, most people who know me know I'm all about supporting people anyway. But this kid was talented. I had no idea at the time that he would become some big mega pop star. But that's exactly what happened. And a big part of it was because of YouTube. In fact, I'll even say he was the first real YouTube star that came from YouTube, because he was discovered from YouTube. And but he earned it. You know, he worked his butt off, and that's one of the things one of the themes that I'm going to repeat. And I might as well just call it the Justin Bieber theme. Work your butt off. You have to be willing to put the work in. If you're not willing to put the work in, your channel will never go anywhere. At least it won't likely go anywhere. So anyway, for those of you who need proof, if you go to RL Hunter 1, go to comments and go to, I think it's Kid Rowell or Kid Rule or something like that. Click on that, or you can read the comments. Click on that, and then that'll take you to Justin Bieber's channel. So yeah, you know, so, and hey, I was one of his earliest supporters. So, you know, quite possibly without RL Hunter 1, he may never win anywhere. So Justin Bieber, if you're catching this, brother, cut me a check. I need some money. All right, so anyway, so listen, I know it's like, so I was there. At some point after about a year of lurking with the RL Hunter 1 channel, I decided to go ahead and, you know, dive in. But I didn't want to do it with you back then, you know, I don't know, it was weird. I can't start making videos with, you know, my real name, because that's my real name. You know, that is my name. And I'm like, I just can't do that. And so I was sitting there, and I'll be honest with you, I was drunk as a skunk. I was drunk as 12 monkeys. And it was about, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, I'm going to make a YouTube channel that I can make videos with. And I had just gotten back from a friend of mine's wedding in New Orleans. And this was right after Katrina. I mean, I don't know, a month or two after Katrina. And I was down in the French Quarter. And there's a lot of voodoo shops in the French Quarter. I'd never been there before. And I was going to the shops, drinking my Hurricane. You know, it's kind of a neat place to be. And I walked into this voodoo shop. And, you know, it was a tourist thing. But I walked into this voodoo shop. And there was this lady in there working it, and we started talking about the devastation of the hurricane and whatnot, and it was bad. I mean, I had drove to the lower Ninth Ward because I wanted to see it, and I've not seen anything that bad since the last time I went to downtown Detroit. I mean, it's bad. So I said to her, I said, well, what can we do to help? And she said, spend your money. That's exactly what we need. We need tourists to go down there and spend money. And she was telling me how many of the shops in the French Quarter had closed. So there was this little bin she had on her counter with voodoo dolls in it, and this was one of them. Joe Boo was one of them. Joe Boo was one of the dolls, and then this is a replica. The other one's in the house, but a bigger version of this. So I don't remember what she wanted for them, but I went ahead and bought 2 of them. I bought Joe Boo and I bought the other one, and those 2 dolls were sitting on my desk. So I don't know if there was anything to it, but I was there at my computer desk trying to come up with a name, and there they were, those voodoo dolls, and they just kind of spoke to me, and I'm like, okay. So I typed in voodoo, it was taken, and I typed in voodoo chow, it was taken. I typed in all kinds of things, and then finally I typed in Mad Bad Voodoo with 1 O at the end, and boom, there it was. So that's how the creation of the Mad Bad Voodoo name came about. And the reason that's important is I want to talk to you about names. What's in a name? And even this applies to people who've just started their channels too and already actually have a name, channel name. This is hugely important. Hugely, hugely important. Okay? Mad Bad Voodoo is a cool name. Everybody will tell you that. It's a cool name. Every now and again somebody has an issue with it, but it's usually some bizarreness. But you know, for the most part, it's a cool name. Godzilla's Love Child. Cool name. Okay? Mr. 45 Bullet. Cool name. You know, the Armory Channel. Cool name. All right. What's not a cool name is Roger 269248. You know, and maybe that was the dude's locker number in Gal. I mean, I don't know. You know, or just, you know, YZ 25896 RL. That's the kind of stuff you don't want. You want to avoid that. If you've already made your YouTube channel and it's some bullshit that nobody's going to be able to remember, you need to just go ahead and shit can that channel right now. Shit can it. I don't care if you got 200 subs. Shit can it. Start over. Come up with a cool name. Glock Brothers. Awesome name. Awesome name. You know, even if you want to use your own name, okay, depending on how far you want this thing to go. But a name is hugely important. A lot of people have asked me, you know, I mean, I don't hardly even make videos anymore. I still have over 11,000 subscribers on Mad Bad Voodoo. And a lot of people ask me, you know, how did you get that name? Well, part of it was the name. People see the Mad Bad Voodoo name, they're like, check that out. I ain't gonna lie, that's part of it. You know, of course, granted, most people subscribed, checked it out, and then never came back. But, you know, whatever. But that's hugely important. A name is a hugely important thing. I'm thinking just today I watched a video from Iraq veteran. What 88? It was an 88 Iraq veteran 888. I think that's what it is. It's a cool name. By the way, 8. I'm not a big numbers fan, to be honest with you, other than something like 45, Mr. 45 Bullet, or 38 Special or whatever. I'm not a big numbers fan unless it's something cool like that. But I'm going to tell you something. There is something about the number 8. There has to be. I know this is going to sound absolutely crazy, but I remember one of the first big stars on YouTube was The Hill 88. The Hill 88. She was big. She was a big star on YouTube. I don't know what the hell happened to her. Caitlin. She was an Aussie. I have no clue what happened to that woman, but yeah, she came to the United States and it just what the hell for. But anyway, her channel was big. It was a very big channel, and I just always thought that was interesting that the 8s were there. And then I look at Iraq veteran, and boom, there you go. 8. There must be some of the 8s. I don't know. So if you could pick an 8, I would have like 8 or anything like that. But yeah, definitely important to come up with a good name. And you know what? I've taken 10 minutes to even tell you that. Well, no, I don't feel bad because you got to hear about Justin Bieber. So anyway, so now you've picked your name. I'll make this a long video because you know what? I'm cool like that. So you've picked your name and you're ready to start videoing. One of the things that I will recommend to you is get a decent camera. Now, I will say, use the camera that you have, not the one you wish you had. And that also applies to, the camera that you can afford. But I will tell you this, get the very best camera that you can afford. Something that's quality, because if you start making a bunch of videos, the cheaper stuff will not hold up. And I'll tell you what, Flipcam's a perfect example because I burned through about 4 of them. Well, one of them I can't count because I got thrown into a swimming pool with it. But I know I burned through 3 of them. Yeah, so, and they were cheap, but I kept going through them. Now, they served their purpose. In fact, at one time, I think the Flipcam was probably the unofficial camera of YouTube. Everybody seemed to use them, and they had their limitations. But for the most part, now the camera that I have now, to be honest with you, it's sometimes sketchy, but it's had, God only knows how many videos put through it. I mean, an enormous amount. Okay, it's a Canon, and then when I bought it, it was like, I don't know, $800. It was an expensive camera, but it has served me well for a very long time. And I probably, in cheaper cameras, probably would have already blown through 2 or 3. So it's one of those things. Plus, the quality is better. My quality is starting to suffer a little bit now, just because it's time for a new one. But for the most part, I had a lot of videos that were really good HD 1080. Good videos. So get the best equipment that you can. If you can find a camera like my Canon here has an external mic jack, get it. Get the camera with an external mic jack because that gives you a lot of options as far as, an external mic. You'd be really, really surprised. I'll have to do a video showing the rig that I have, the setup that I have, but it does give you some versatility, especially if you're going to be shooting outside under windy conditions, and that's going to be another part of the video, but not this one. So anyway, get the best equipment you can. Also lighting, because I'm telling you right now, bad lighting will turn people off. They go to a video and it's real dark or grainy looking, they're not going to stay. They're not going to come back. That's just the way it is. So the other thing is make good videos. Now, hey, listen, I'm not Martin freaking Scorsese, okay? I'm not Steven freaking Spielberg. I'm not. Don't pretend to be, okay? And you don't have to be. That's not what I'm talking about when I say make good videos, okay? Do not take a 10-minute video of your turtle in its tank. Okay, now listen, I know some of you are like, well, who would do that? Trust me when I tell you that video exists. In fact, several of those videos exist. Okay, don't do it, because that's the kind of shit that annoys the hell out of people. All right, now your yapping dog, okay, that little chihuahua that you have that's yapping, you may think it's adorable. Okay, a 10-minute long video of your freaking chihuahua yapping is not adorable to anybody but yourself. Okay, so use your freaking head when you're making videos. And I'm not saying all of your videos have to be exactly, something for everybody else. Sometimes people make videos for themselves. But warn people. Say, look, this video's for me. It's going to be my dog yapping for the next 10 minutes. Don't watch. I got sucked into the turtle one time, though. Because I kept on thinking to myself, nobody in their right mind is going to make a video that's just nothing but turtle. I thought there was going to be some surprise. The surprise was I was an idiot for watching 10 minutes of a turtle in its tank. Surprise! Guess what? I didn't subscribe to the bastard, and I may have even left a couple of choice comments for him. You know, hey, the guy had like 7 or 8 of those. The only videos he had was him filming his freaking turtle. It wasn't even doing anything. It was sitting on a rock. So anyway, make good videos, something that's going to be reasonably interesting. Nobody expects you to make great videos right out of the gate. Hell, nobody expects you to even make great videos. But just use your head. That's all I'm saying. You know, use your head. If there is, let me give you an example. If there is a, I don't know, if there is a, I don't know, let's just say a house on fire, okay, and you happen to be a journalist, because at that particular moment you become a journalist, and you want to film the house on fire, then yeah, I support that, because it would be interesting. What people like fire trucks, ever watch fire trucks coming up? You know, I don't know that I would film carnage and people dying and what. Well, you know what? Whatever. I mean, at least that would be better than a turtle in its bowl. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So, you know what? I don't think I really need to go any further. You know what? Hell yeah, I do need to go further in this, because why not? Because there ain't no rules anymore. There was a time when I first started, you couldn't make a video over 10 minutes long. Yeah. And then once you became a partner, you could, but you had to apply for a partnership and all that crap. So anyway, so we covered the name, and it is very, very important. Okay. Oh, we covered the power of YouTube, which was Justin Bieber. Listen, and the reason that's important, and I actually have a video titled "The Power of YouTube." I'm pretty sure that's what I called it. And I actually chronicled people who have gotten pretty successful from YouTube on a much grander stage than YouTube itself. You know, so there's that. And that's the other thing to remember too, because you can become infamous on YouTube. Tex Grebner, perfect example, shot himself in the leg. You know, at the shooting range, shot himself in the leg. And most people who are into guns know exactly who I'm talking about. And literally overnight, he went from being unknown to, you know, for better or for worse, the dude that shot himself in the leg. You know, I mean, I don't know that too many people would want to be known for that, but you know, whatever. I'm sure he made a pretty good chunk of change from that video. At least I hope he did. You know, which reminds me, that's another thing. Monetize every damn video that you make. But we'll get, you know what, I'm just going to, forgive me. That's going to be for another video, because I'm not going to do that on this one. Okay, so we got, get the best equipment you can get. Lighting, sound, and by the way, I love my external mic. I've got a Rode external mic, but there's some drawbacks to that too. So when you're looking for equipment like that, do a lot of reviews. Lots and lots and lots of reviews. I'm not using my external mic right now, but I do like it under certain circumstances. So anyway, so the best equipment, lighting, sound, great camera, editing. Yeah, people always want to know editing software. Now, most computers come with free editing software, Microsoft Movie Maker or whatever. I don't know that that's true anymore, actually, with Windows 8, but previous to that, they did. And a lot of people made fine videos using Windows Movie Maker. I never once used Windows Movie Maker, not once. When I first started making videos, I bought, my first camera that I bought was actually a Sony, and I bought Sony Vegas. I don't really care that much for Sony Vegas. Now, I use software, well, then I went from Sony Vegas to Pinnacle, then I went back to Sony Vegas, and then now I use Avid. And I actually like Avid a lot. I do have another one, but that's another software for editing, and that's Corel, and there's a long story behind that, which I won't get into. But I will tell you, editing software, whatever you get, make sure that you spend the time to actually learn how to use it, because I really never have, to be honest with you. I look at some of these people and they're great editors. I'm not, but that's not my thing. I'm more of a I'm not really sure what I am, but I'm not somebody that feels the need to edit anything, that's for sure. But I do render my videos using the editing software. Of course, that's not even really necessary anymore, which is kind of nice. You know, in the old days, you would have to render it down because the files were so big, YouTube wouldn't accept them. But now it's, I just take the SD card, put it in my computer, and upload it straight up. So, yeah. So, to be honest with you, I don't even know, depending on what kind of videos you're doing, I don't even know that editing software is all that important unless you want to do little movie type stuff where you're going to be clipping stuff together, which, you know, once in a blue moon, I will attempt to put a couple of clips together. But it's usually just an attempt. You know, so... But for some of you, if you want to step up your game, that's definitely one way to do it. Okay, definitely one way to do it. So now you got your name, you got your equipment, you're ready to upload to YouTube. Okay, well, well, here's the thing. For the most part, it's a pretty easy process. Okay, it has from time to time some glitches. There's no doubt about that. Do not let yourself get frustrated. If a video takes forever, depending on your upload speed, if a video takes forever, don't sit there and watch it upload. Go out and do something. Literally, go out and do something. One thing I want to remind you, though, and it took me a long time to figure this out. If your computer times out, does some kind of a hibernation thing, you're going to want to disable that. Because nothing sucks more than taking off to the store thinking that you're uploading a video, and as soon as that hibernation mode comes on, it stops the upload. Yeah, and that really sucks. Been there, done that. So keep that in mind. So now you've uploaded your video. Name the video. The name on the video is pretty important. Okay, what's in the name? Let me tell you something. It will make or break a video. Literally, it will make or break a video. Now, some people have suggested to me that whatever is in that, whatever you actually say in your video in the first opening sentence has a big impact on your on where your video is located in the, in the search engines. I don't know how true that is, but I do know one thing: you need to name your video something that is intriguing. Well, let me give you an example. I can't. I won't use my own examples, but I will tell you that my niece, Crystal Blade, she has a video up recently, and it's, what did she call it? Something in My Mom Killed My Cat. Oh, Hold My Beer Again, and My Mom Killed My Cat. It's a part 2 of a video, the previous video that she had done, that was Hold My Beer and Watch This. And basically, backflips and whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter, but the title was intriguing. And that's why, she does well with her videos, because she names them properly. A lot of people don't understand that. But if you name something that isn't going to be catchy, nobody's, you're just hurting yourself. Now, I'm not saying be fraudulent, okay? Don't have a video of your, daughter's high school softball team, and then, well, maybe that's not even a good example. Don't have a video of your boys' a Little League game, baseball game, and then call it incredible baseball, whatever the hell. I don't know. I'm not even sure where I'm going with that. But just don't be fraudulent. Don't name it something that's completely out of the realm of reality. Hot chicks having sex when it's some chickens in the coop, then a rooster. I don't know. Just be smart about that. But name it something kind of catchy, something cool. I don't always do that. Sometimes I'm too lazy to think of a cool name. But I'm kind of beyond even giving a shit. So that's why I do the things that I do. So it's something to think about. Something to think about. So you got the name in there. So now you've uploaded the video. Make sure your tags are good. And what I mean by that is, so for example, if you just did a video on your 65 Corvette convertible Stingray, okay, you make sure that those tags say, well, 1965 Corvette, 1965 Corvette Stingray, hot rod, hot Stingray fast car, 428, whatever. Every possible thing that you could think of for tags, because people that search. Let's say somebody is searching for a car with a 428, or somebody's searching a car, with a rag top of, whatever. It's more likely that your result will show, and then they will get to see your video. Now, that's at least what we've been told. I don't know how true that is, but, it is what it is. So now you've made your video, you've uploaded your video, you've tagged your video, named your video, and now it's off and nobody's watching it. No, you got nothing. It's a graveyard. Nobody's watching your video, and your butt hurt. Because you put all that time and energy, you bought the damn equipment, and you've done all this, and damn it, nobody's watching it. And that sucks. Your own parents won't watch it. Your kids won't watch it. Okay. The number one hardest thing ever when it comes to YouTube is getting people to watch your videos. And that'll have to be part 2. Because, 24 minutes. So I will talk to you all later. In the comment section, let me know what you think. See ya!